Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Uh, Good morning, all. I hope you all had a nice and wonderful weekend. I had a pretty relaxing weekend. Just relaxing, nothing spectacular. Hey, brother, Mr. Roger Miller, how you doing? Yeah, mine was uneventful. No hassles, no spills. It was pretty good. Lost Nomad. If you want to hop on, you can. Same with you, Roger. If you want to hop on, just hit me up on my Facebook and I'll throw you a link. All is good. It's all pretty good, you know. Had a pretty had a pretty interesting storm yesterday. Maybe I think it was around 5 o'clock, and just went crazy yesterday weather wise. The wind, the water. One moment it was like smooth and clear. Then next moment the wind started popping up and the water looked like the ocean just chopping. Start waking a little bit, and the trees start moving around. And I was looking for a twister. I was trying to listen to see if they had the siren out, so telling everybody to get into their shelter. Yeah, it was pretty crazy out there, man. Hey, 55, if you want to hop on, you can. Just throw me a link. I mean, just hit me up on my Facebook, and I'll throw you a link. Take a look. There we go. Yeah, it was a very pretty fun, pretty interesting day yesterday. Go to church, came home, took a power nap. Naps are always good. There you are. Yeah, I threw you a link. It's up to you. Yeah, can't complain, man. Hey, buddy. Hey, Chris. How you doing? Good morning to you. Good evening or good afternoon. Chris, are you over in California, right? If I remember right. Frank, what are you doing, man? Your lucky number? Well, mine is like 7. Okay, you're in Australia. I'm sorry. I thought one time somebody said you was in California. We got a lot of people from Australia. Hey, brother. Hey, Sentai 7. I threw you a link also if you want to hop on. If you got time, of course. Don't know if you guys got a party going on. I was listening, went over to Bama's show just what 10 minutes ago. Looked like he was having a pretty interesting show. Nico, good morning. Yeah, I don't look like Uncle Fester. Oh, I like Uncle Fester though. I'm just surprised he never got a Academy Award or something because he's a damn good actor. Oh, yeah. Not much is going on today. Just just having got up, looked outside. Weather's looked like something's trying to get out. Sun maybe trying to break through. There we are. Trying to break through and look happy and everything. There we go. Yeah. Everybody's getting ready for school vacation. The kids, my cousin's kids, they're all looking forward to it. But here at the house, it's all nice and quiet and everything. The kitchen is right up above me, so pretty soon you're gonna hear pitter patter running. It's gonna sound like a parade going over me. Not a nice organized parade, but I'm talking about a parade of chaos and mayhem. Which I like. I mean, I like that on my show, but not above my head. But it's kind of hard to complain. And then the funny thing is when the kids are taking a nap sometimes like during the daytime, and I go upstairs and stuff. I talk. My cousin says, "Hey, they're all being quiet. Don't be loud." And I look at my cousin and I say, "Hey, how many times you ever said that to them?" And my cousin says, "Oh, we do that all the time." That's all I gotta say, really. But you all got to be considerate towards others. So they say, try to be considerate. You know, three brothers. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, bro. My friend from India. You guys check out his channel. He got some pretty good, very good video. Hey Nico, how's it hanging? Did I throw you a link? I threw out a whole bunch of links. Hey Lost Nomad, good morning to you.
Morning,
Yeah.
Kevin. How's it going?
Oh, hey Brandon. I feel good, I I feel a little bit relaxed. That's always nice. Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Well, that's a good thing. Hey,
Oh yeah, it is.
give me a few minutes. I'll be right back.
I Yeah, it is a good thing. Just sit back and enjoy. Um, about when I watched some of the guys on the shows and stuff. Everybody's doing good. Somebody just said hi to me on another channel, and that's kind of interesting. Huh. They made a comment on another show. Oh, that was nice of you. Good morning to you. I appreciate the acknowledgement. That's always nice. Yeah, everybody likes acknowledgement to be recognized among their peers and stuff. Hopefully good acknowledgement. You know, you don't want nobody driving by cursing at you and stuff. I mean, when I used to bounce downtown in Anchorage, and I would go outside, you know, when it's slow in the bar, and I would go outside, get a breath of fresh air, and I would have some people outside walking by, and they would call me unfriendly names, but they would keep walking though. They wouldn't stop and say it. But yeah, it's all okay. Yeah, check out Three Brothers channel if you want. If you got time, just check it out. Okay, that's enough. That's enough advertisement, though.
Hey, Kevin, what's happening?
Oh man, it's a good day today. That's what's happening. No problems. The house didn't blow away, and nobody's at each other's throats.
Hey, I missed most of Obama's show. Did someone give him $100?
Oh really? Huh. You know, I'm not sure, but that'd be cool if somebody did. $100 or 100 pesos. There's a big difference.
I think it was $100.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I always liked Bama. I mean, from when I first started, like I think it was like 2 years ago when I first started it, and I friended him then. I friended a lot of these guys back then, and you know, there's really nobody. There is not that many idiots. There's a few idiots, but there's a lot more cool guys than idiots.
Yeah, he can make that money stretch, man. When I'm in the Philippines, I spend about $100 a day.
Yeah, I could do that pretty easily. I could do that in a night. I mean, like in Anchorage, you could blow that pretty fast. I mean, but you know, you got to play it pretty smart, especially if you're on a budget. Just, you know, you got to cut back on your different kinds of pleasures that you have. I'm talking about like nightlife pleasures.
Hey, you only have to pay if you're willing.
Well, yeah, well, no matter what, you got to pay. I mean,
yeah, you got to pay to be there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to just go and enjoy, like, even if you want to go into a bar and check out what's going on, you still got to pay. There's always like a cover charge for one of those.
Who else is online with us here?
We got Lost Nomad here. Hey brother.
Going Fives, I guess. Is that your name?
Well,
yeah. Hey, what's happening, man?
Oh, work day. What's going on? I see you comment some of these chat boards, but never talked to you before.
Yeah, I'm not 100% myself right now. I've been under a lot of stress, so I might not be the sharpest stick in the shed at the moment.
Yeah, he's a little bit new to the community. he's been around like up over in Enza City area, but he's new to my channel. So I just friended him and invited him on the shows, and now he's just like a goodwill ambassador, checking out everybody's shows.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The only reason I'm doing YouTube is to meet some friends. I'm not in it for the money or anything like that. I'm
Well,
self-employed, and I'm always doing investments and working every day anyways.
Are you making
yeah.
Are you making videos?
Yeah, some vlog type videos and some drone videos, and I'm gonna add some other videos, you know, maybe some my opinions and rants, that type of thing, and my past experiences in the Philippines over an 8-year period.
Okay, I have to check it out.
Yeah, that's always nice, you know. Everybody should just check out everybody's channels. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you know. No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I figure not everyone's gonna like my videos. They're kind of my opinion, and I'm not very politically correct.
Oh, that sounds like Quinton Blue's show. Hey, I didn't see you there. How you doing, Dave? I had to do that. No, that's just. Hey, Dave, look, your brother's here, Frank. You all give each other a good hug. See that I unblock people because that's what I do. I let bygones be bygones.
Hey, look at that! Frank's a nice guy. He donated $20.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, to Obama's GoFundMe.
That's pretty good, buddy. Hey, be nice to Dave. He got feelings, okay?
Who's Fred Flintstone there?
Oh man, we got all kinds of celebrities here.
Nice.
Hey Ed, good morning to you. Good afternoon or good evening. Jesus, we got multiple Daves that are popping in. Again, good morning, Dave. Good evening to you all. Also,
Incest ramblings.
Hey, I appreciate some of the guys the other day on Riff Raff Radio when they were saying that Kevin had a good channel, and he's slowly fizzling. Hey, I'm not slowly, and I'm not fizzling. I'm just taking a little like a little breather, a little bit, you know. But I am still here. Just letting you guys know that. You know,
hey, Kevin, I was going to ask you something about. I've never heard you talk about about these. Has any of you ever had any of these female stalkers over there in the Philippines? I had one girl chase me to 3 different cities, and it got crazy. She actually came from the South Island, went across the islands in a boat and buses to chase me all the way down into Angeles City, and she got within 100 feet of me, and man, I mean, she was freaking nuts. She kept changing her screen names, her SIM cards, and did whatever she could to get to me, and she still messages me to this day, and I can't really get rid of my Skype account because I have my other friends, my pals that are over there, and some of these people are just nuts.
Yeah, there is a lot of female stalkers if you're not careful or smart. You gotta be careful who you talk to, who you befriend, who you take home. Because if you take home too many people, and if you take home the wrong person, you can definitely get yourself into trouble. And I done that a few times. Well, not a few times, but with the same women, with both my kids' moms. Sometimes they would come over and they would yeah. I had a few fights with when both my kids' moms would confront each other, and they would go outside and they would duke it out. And then the neighbors would all pop their heads out of the windows and come out and start watching.
Oh, really? I didn't get to see any girl fights there yet. That'd be pretty cool.
It's not funny. It's quite embarrassing because the neighbors, after the fight, then the neighbors would like take their side, and they looked at me like I'm the bad guy, which I am, I guess, because I wasn't smart enough to I had two girls, and I shouldn't have had two girls, but I was greedy. So yeah.
Yeah, I was going to answer Ray in the chat. He says I can delete anyone on Skype. That's true, but she keeps changing her screen name. So every time I block her, I get a new one. And I've had that Skype for so many years, I didn't want to delete it because of my other friends that live around the world.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, so it's a big burden on you also to change.
Yeah, and it can be. I mean, it was absolutely crazy what this woman went through, and she actually went to the point walking around the streets in AC looking for me, and I actually spotted her, and it was able to avoid her, probably within 100 feet.
Yeah, they when with me, I'm an easy target. Like, where does this guy live? Where does Kevin live? And these Filipino tricycle drivers, taxi drivers, they know who I am, and because I'm like I said, I've been there for so long. They just point.
I'm done with the online deal with women. I gave up on that this year. It's not worth it anymore. You get the stalkers, and then, of course, all the liars.
Yeah. So pretty much, just have one girlfriend and just be happy. Or if you do feel like you need something else, go to another island, like far away, and just don't have another playmate on the same place that you live.
Dude, it's a small world out there. I ran into people in Manila I hadn't seen for 5 or 6 years, and they spotted me right away, and I thought I was blending in. It's really a small world.
Yeah, it is. It is a small world.
The thing is, these girls, they can get crazy, and if you don't give them what they want, they can start making up stories.
What do they want? Is it like for you? Was it romance? Was it money? Was it company? Sex?
Well, I think they wanted a boyfriend at least, and
a way out.
Well, in the end, after her chasing me for a month, she was so pissed off that she demanded money for all of her travel expenses chasing me down, and I never told her to leave the South Island.
Yeah, I heard a story from Brian on Philly in the Philippines, and he was talking about his neighbor, and she had a stalker, and he would kick her out, and she would come back, and you know, and she would come back like I forgive and all this stuff, and she would go crazy and stuff, and the cops would come, and the landlord would come, and it was just a big pain, and he had enough, and it was just a real bad experience, and the guy, he didn't know what to do and stuff, and he felt like just getting up and moving again.
Tell you what, you always have to have an exit plan in case stuff goes bad. You gotta be ready to move. That's why when I'm there, I don't book a hotel for a month straight, and I might do it for about a week at a time.
Yeah, I think that's good. But if you, like I said, if you're trying to settle down, I think maybe for the first year, you maybe get a furnished apartment and see how that works out. And then after that first year, if everything is hunky dory and everything is working out your way, then I think you can just go and you could buy a motorcycle like what you want to do, and start settling down and buying some more stuff for your house, or maybe go out of your house and then start buying furniture and things.
Yeah, I'm kind of debating on that, because just in case something goes wrong, maybe I'll get my apartment, and then if I'm dating some girls, just take them somewhere else until I can feel them out a little more.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Instead of bringing them to your house for the moment, take them to like a hotel, a love hotel.
Yeah, you can even get the 3-hour rate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. But you gotta be careful. A couple of times I would go to these different hotels in over in Buckland, and one moment I would bring my son's mom, and then another time I would bring my daughter's mom to the same hotel. And one time my son's mom come, and the housekeeper, I was out doing something, and the housekeeper knocked on my door, and my son's mom come answer the door, and the housekeeper told that I was bringing another woman with another kid to to over there and everything, and she ratted me out. And I went and I asked for the manager, and I told what that lady did, and they fired her, because it's nobody's business. Because what I did, it's all private, and it's really nobody's. That's like private information, and there's no call for somebody, especially like a hotel, hotel worker revealing information like on a customer and everything.
Oh, that's happened to me. I had a stalker call up. I was in Manila at the Hotel H2O. That's a 4-star hotel, real nice. And I had a stalker call up there, and they gave that girl my information right on the phone.
Yeah. Like I said, they're not supposed to reveal that stuff.
No, they gave me right up.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening is the 2 girls showed up at the same time to meet me. That's not good.
Well, yeah, I had that. Like I said, that happened to me maybe twice. Once on my street and once on another street, and they all knew me, and they all like knew me and seen me before, the neighbors, and it was just messed up. So yeah, really be careful about having more than one relationship. It doesn't work at the end. John Doe, he knows.
I won't
about
even try it. I won't even try having two girlfriends. You can't get away with it there.
Yeah. Hey, John Doe. Yeah, a couple of days ago when you was on Riff Raff Radio, you used me for example. That was okay. I understood what you were saying, but I went there with with a million pesos, which is right around 40,000 US dollars. That for me, 40,000 US dollars in cash, that's quite a bit of money. So, but you said I went there with a little bit of money. Well, if you call $40,000 a little bit of money, okay, I mean my lot of money, and maybe that's just a little bit of money for you, but for me that was a lot of money. But yeah, but you were right. I hit a lot of bad luck, and at the beginning, the first couple of years, it was pretty good, and then the third year, that's when everything went to hell. And at first everything was real good, and then it slowly start changing. You start seeing the real black and white colors. But yeah, you're right, and I am with my family members now in the U.S. But at first, when I went there with high hopes, and I went there, and I had like three different businesses, and I think if I would have went there with more smarts and more friends, a backup like here on YouTube, a lot more people would have your back. Back then, I only had Yahoo, and girls showed me their boobs for a ticket.
Yeah, I tried doing business in Manila too back in 2015. I tried a short-term venture manufacturing some wallets and purses and novelty items for export.
Cool. And how long did that last?
Oh, that lasted about a month, and almost ended taking my life.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened is I had a business lady I was working with, and over 400, basically a long story short, over $400, she put rat poison in my drink to try and have me killed instead of paying me.
So she tried to kill you for what? She was your business partner?
Yeah, an associate. She ran one of the factories that had like 40 sewing machines in it.
Okay.
That made all of these wallets, and I gave her all the materials and some money to manufacture like several hundred pieces, and she is supposed to show up at my hotel with the finished products so I could get them to DHL and mail them off. But she showed up without the stuff and tried to hold me in my hotel room, chatting me up or whatever. And we were hanging out, and I went in the bathroom, and I came back out, and I took a sip of my water, and it tasted bad. It was only one sip.
Uh-huh.
And it didn't take long for me to start feeling bad after that, and before I kind of realized something was up, so I had to push her out of my hotel room. But later that night, I got really sick. Yeah. Later that night, I got really sick. My eyes turned yellow. My hands started shaking. I lost the taste in my mouth. And the next day, I had to go into Makati General Hospital and get treatment.
Your eyes turned yellow. Are you sure it wasn't hepatitis?
Well, I ended up getting blood poisoning out of the deal too.
Wow. Yeah, rat poisoning. That rat poisoning that thins out your blood. So if you you ever get cut or anything, you'll bleed to death.
Yeah, it was really bad. I had side effects for almost a year after that from the rat poison before everything went away.
Damn.
Wow.
Anyways, I confronted her on this about 3 days later after my treatment, and you know, it was a screaming match back and forth. I saw her in person, and to squash it, she said she would make up a fake rape case against me if I pursued charges with the police there. So I just had to leave. I had to leave it at that because there's nothing I can do. I mean, I never slept with her, but the foreigner's always wrong, and I was in no condition to hang out and fight with her.
Yeah, you got to be careful because the host country is always right, and we are just a visitor. And if you pay a lot of money, then you're right. But if you don't get a deep pocket, you're gonna be wrong.
Yeah, I see Sente's comment. I could take, Nico's. You could take legal action. Now, from what I was told by the police, is that I would have, if I file charges against somebody in the Philippines, I'd have to stay at least a month and testify at every hearing they go to. But at the time, I was working full time and I was using up my vacation time. I couldn't sacrifice my job over that.
Yeah. Plus, you got to hope that the other party is gonna attend that court hearing, because if they don't attend, then they're gonna cut it off until they show up. So you guys spending more money.
Yeah, and it's just a bad deal. You know, this lady was wealthy, man. She drove a Mercedes in Manila, and she still tried to have me killed. I mean, it goes to show you what anyone will do.
Just over $400.
Yep, about $400. I'll tell you what, I learned a lot, though. You know, it was I went to all these factories that were out in Marikina, and where they were manufacturing these products for me, and it was pretty interesting. I got kind of an education. There was I got to see the Nike shoe factory, which was nearby.
Oh,
and
really?
The original Nike shoe factory was there, and then directly next door was the counterfeit Nike shoe factory. It's kind of like when you see the real sunglasses in the malls there, and then the fake ones next to it for sale. And it's funny how stuff works like that there.
And they all look identical.
Yeah.
Except the price. The price is a big difference. But if you would have to almost be an expert if you look at the products.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I went to these embroidery factories because some of these wallets I had embroidery work done on them, and it was pretty incredible. They would have 100 sewing machines all automated together to crank out the same embroidery patterns.
Nice. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, man? Nice to see you on my show.
I'm good, Kev. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, brother.
I see you got a full panel today, huh?
Oh, just a bunch of celebrities, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate everybody.
Really? I see you got Lost and Gagged on. Yeah. And then is that George? The 555?
Yeah,
George.
Yeah, that's
what's up, man? Sorry, I'm a little tired, so I'm not thinking this straight. I've been under a lot of stress.
Stress? Oh, that
yeah,
sucks.
it's pretty bad. It's I guess I'll let you have it. It's you know, my ex-wife, my ex-Filipino wife, she's got my 2.5-year-old son, and she moved in with her new boyfriend, and this guy's a drug dealer. And I ended up I ran a background check on him. He's got 10 criminal convictions. He's been in and out of prison for the last, 10 years. And
is he Filipino?
No, it's a white guy. And
oh shit.
Yeah, the guy's a drug dealer.
In the US or in the Philippines?
This is in the US. This is in Seattle, and
Wow.
Man, I absolutely hate drugs. I hate drug dealers. And one reason why I wanted a Philippine woman is I thought they were, kind of anti-drug, more conservative, and now she's done a 180 and turned into a completely bad girl.
She's in the States? She's in the States?
Yeah, she's in Seattle.
Oh shit. That sucks.
No, it's terrible. I mean, I've been up for a couple of days with anxiety attacks, kind of worried about my kid.
Well, I mean, why don't you try to get custody of your kid, man?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Today is Monday, so I can start making some phone calls. But I'm in the liberal state, man. The deck's stacked against me here.
Oh, don't know, man. Might have to get a lawyer and talk to a lawyer and see what they, how they can kind of guide you. You know what I mean? If you have any chance of getting your kid, you may or may not. I mean, being that she's with the drug dealer, you may have a chance there. You don't know unless you look into it.
Yeah, and I've got proof of it. So
Cool.
yeah, it's just I don't know. I gotta do anything for my kid, and it just killed me as soon as I found out who she moved in with.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
But try to keep a
this
positive.
This guy called me up. It was
What he did?
2 days ago, yeah, and just to make things worse, this guy completely disrespected my ex-wife. Just said all these horrible things about her. He said he could have sex with her whenever he wants. He said she was his bitch when she was drunk, and just all this horrible stuff. I mean, I just about exploded. He not only did he disrespect me, he disrespected her. And this guy's a homewrecker,
Oh, yeah. He was just trying to do shit like that just to kind of pull your chain. I'm sure.
Hey, I actually had travel. Got to listen to the whole conversation. It was funny. He was online with me when they called.
Wow. Yeah. You just got to keep on going. Whenever that bad luck hits you, just try to move forward. Hey, Danny, good morning. Hey, Fred. How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
I see you there.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just, observing.
All right. How much longer do you have? Did you buy your ticket yet?
I have to wait until next week. I have a doctor's appointment coming up, and I want to make sure everything's okay before I buy my ticket.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that when we were offline.
So I hope everything's good, so I can get the hell out of here for a while. Hi, sweetie. How are you today? Not bad. 2, just for you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You got the blood ice? Blood ice, yeah, in the first one, Jimmy. Okay.
All right, buddy. That's good.
Yeah. I'm ready, though. I'm definitely ready. Excited. All of the above.
Yeah, looks like HT's having a wonderful time over in Cebu.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Making me a little bit jealous. Hey, Malcolm. Yeah. I know Nico. I know he's all ready to go back.
Calling me honey. Look at Nico.
Well, I heard the honey part, and I was saying, "Oh, thanks, buddy. That's pretty nice of you, but you don't have to call me honey, though." Heck.
Thank you.
Yeah, Batman looked like he's doing okay. I didn't see Jay. I came in a little bit too late. But yeah, they all look like they're doing good. Look, I think Danny. I think he's all happy and Go lucky and everything.
Yeah, that family court thing is very true. It took me about a year and a half in court to get custody of my kids, and about $15,000 later.
Damn.
But it's been 7 years, and I got my kids, so you know it was worth it.
Well, that's all good, you know. If you can win, it, that's all good. But when you go to court and when you're battling, you know that's a lot of stress on everybody, and including your kids.
Very, very stressful. So many times, even as a you know. And the judges and the judges semi try to make it against you, but when you got an outstanding record and you got like 20, 30 people in court sticking behind you, you know, it's hard to get them to get the bullshit to stick against you, you know.
Well, it's nice if they're all biased.
Well, most of the courts are 80% for the women, 20% for the dads. It's stacked up against us, like a lot of people say. It's not in our odds.
Yeah.
Don't think that 5-5. George, I had a female judge, you know, and she just kind of semi understood the facts, you know. And they investigate too. They definitely send out investigators and stuff where you can get your own private investigator also.
Well, that would be good.
Yeah. It probably just be a little harder for him because his child is 2.5 years old. You see, my kids were a little bit older, so they were able to, they had their own lawyer. So the lawyer talked to them and got a little information out of them, you know, and the whole time I didn't get to see my kids. So it was with no chance for me to put things into my kids' mind, how they say, because I wasn't able to see my kids for that whole time. So everything I was saying and the kids were agreeing with it was like, yeah, you know, how could I be making my kids say this stuff?
Yesterday I went and paid her child support and met up with her, and unfortunately she looked like she was high. So that was the first time I saw that. That's going to make things even worse.
That works out in your favor too, because if you use that as one of your defenses right there, that she's getting high and the guy's getting high, they will screen her for drugs. They'll probably screen you too. So watch out for that, because she can say at the same time that you use drugs, even if you don't.
Yeah, so you got to go take a UA also?
Yeah, they'll make you do it. Yeah, I had to take one. I was like, okay, I'll drink beer. I'm cool with it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so if you go play ball, be prepared to play.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Danny, what's new with you, brother? He looks like he's all happy. You always got something to say. Everything is.
The chat's going bananas today.
Well, today's a good day, it looks like. Hey, I got 14 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. I got 30 people watching. I appreciate. I appreciate. I
Kev,
appreciate.
I want to ask you, what happened with the kayak?
The other day we had a couple of people saying,
kayak, Kev.
What's that?
What went wrong with the kayak, man? I watched the video. I was there with you.
I was top heavy. That's what happened. I was top heavy.
All right.
you know, you can get a lot of these boat dealers. You can get the pontoons for you won't rock over on your kayak. What happened to me? You could get these stabilizers like what they have, outriggers like what they have on Philippine boats. You could do the same with these kayaks, and it won't flip over. Boy, you know, we don't need no jellyfish. We got all kinds of fish inside there and touching you and everything. Snapping turtles, otters, beavers, fish. I'm not very keen. I don't like things in the water, especially when you can't see them. but you know, it was fun the other day. It was I did it. That's what counts.
Probation. What's probation out there? Parole. I just can't wait till I go on my trip and get back. I got a lot of stuff I got to work on when I'm done.
Well, you know, don't just take your time and enjoy, and then you know, just have a good time and find out where you like in the Philippines. You know, try to pinpoint which place you want to that you go to. And then when the next time you go there, you know, then you would have a better time because now you know where and everything that you want to go to. Because always the first time when you go there, you're kind of lost. But the second time that you go there, now you already have a heads up on everything. So it just really makes things a little bit easier on you when you are going back the second time. Because the first time you're kind of like a lost child a little bit because you're not very familiar with everything. Especially if you're by yourself, then you do feel like a lost person.
I'm gonna have company for the most part.
All right. Well, that's always good then.
Yeah.
When you have some kind of company, then it just makes you feel more at ease. Roger. You know, my aunt, she got those other kayaks down below, but those are the kind you like sit into. You get into the kayak.
Don't do that one, Cav.
Well,
don't do that, Cav.
Yeah, but my cousin said that those are bigger and it could hold me better. But you know, I don't like. You know, I don't know if it's easy to get in, and if I tip over, I don't know if it's easy to get out, and I don't want to hurt my legs trying to get out of it. So that part I don't like.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get into one of those, and you can't get out if it capsizes.
Yeah.
Good morning. Jack. You see what Roger Miller said there, Kev? Get a barge.
You know, everybody's a comedian. You know, sometimes you you just
No more.
Roger, man. I thought you was on my side.
He
They
said
don't tip
earlier that you got it 250.
Well, you know, my cousin said that I should just unhook the that I should unhook the dock and put a little motor on the back of it. My
Get
uncle
one of those
has
little
has
tiny
a
motors.
my uncle has a boat, a 2-seater boat, and I kind of want to get in that, but you know, I'm not very brave to get into it because that's the one that has that battery and that little motor, electric motor. It's up here by the garage. It needs to be pressure washed out, cleaned out.
Transportation. Oh yeah, how is the transportation there? Are those trikes pretty roomy? I'm tall as hell, buddy. 6'3".
Well, I'm you know, I'm 6'1", and I cut my head like all the time
Fuck.
getting in and out of those because sometimes some of those trikes have rough metal. They don't, you know, because they're not made for us. They're made for Filipino. So it's just really not made for comfort.
I get a Z-Bomber? I see the Bolo just showed up. Did he leave? Bam. I told him not to stand on the corner no more. I told him if I see him out there, I'm coming fight his ass.
Yeah.
Well, he's been giving me a headache with that stupid shit, staring me in the face and mumbling dumb shit. I'm like, bro, stop that. Yes, not at all.
Huh.
It's very aggravating, but if you keep it up, you're gonna hear about me slamming him on his fucking head.
And listen, you hear me, Brad? Only reason why I ain't saying that to him,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to. I'm you feel me? I'm the same way you
I don't want to do it though. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do it because I don't want to say, "Oh, Fred, bullying on me." No, I'm not bullying on you. You got to do
Just have a
something.
customer take him off the property.
I'm gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Actually hurt him, so I don't want to be.
You got to do something for me to get towards you like that. Other than that, I could care less what the hell's going on. So I know at the end of the day, you can't say I bullied on him.
Yeah.
My mom's house,
All right.
when they pull up and set up.
I got you, bro. What's up? Good morning. How are you? Great. Yeah. Great 8. How you feeling today, man? You look tired, B. What's going on?
Hot.
You look tired, B. What's going on? You said hot?
Hot.
No, it's not hot yet.
I said hot.
Maybe you
Oh.
need to mute his mic while he's working.
that'll do it. $7.
Yeah, those tricycle drivers, they're not very well. If they know you and they see you all the time, they're okay. But if they don't know you, then they do try to take advantage of you.
Did some of them offer you their phone number in case you like want to call them particularly for service?
You know, no, but a lot of the taxi drivers do that.
How you doing?
Good, bud. How are you?
Not bad. Is it ordering time?
It's ordering time.
All right. I'll be right back, Kev.
All right, brother. Yeah, a lot of taxi drivers will give you their number. See that? I undo a lot of people. So I unblocked a lot of people. So everybody should be happy that I unblocked people. So I don't like to block people. So let's take advantage of my nice side of me and everybody be nice, and then I don't have to block people. If you've been blocked, you know who I'm talking about. Because right now I have nobody blocked, so everybody try to take advantage and be nice. Roger Miller, that's the fucking up. Roger, how you doing, brother? The gray man. Hi, everyone. Who's the gray man? That sounds kind of grim.
Flavors.
Gray man.
You're going to
Gray
be
water.
in a 24-ounce can.
Okay.
And there's a screwdriver, a cherry lime, a lemon lime,
Are they
and a
retailing?
strawberry banana, I think.
Are they retailing also for $3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're actually the Smirnoff is a buck cheap case.
Smirnoff.
And mics and all that stuff.
That's good vodka.
Hey, Kev, I'm muted him, so I don't have to hear him do
nice.
business. I think, Freddie, I muted you, so
We'll use it. Yeah. Hey, you know, there's a lot of people that get attacked by bolos in the Philippines. Some of them are like little cuts. Some of them get fatally, and a lot of people get killed by those bolos. So, because everybody got a knife, not a lot of people got a gun, but a bolo, those are easy to get. A bolo is a machete. So if whoever doesn't know what a bolo is, yeah, so a lot of people can get a machete, but a bolo is just a homemade machete. Then, like I said, a lot of people go clean brush, go clean their fields with a machete. So it's not uncommon to see somebody walking around with a machete. Frank says, Frank also has, his wife has a gun. Yeah, well, you don't want to find out. You definitely don't want to find out, you know? So just listen when somebody says they got a gun. Just believe them and just say, yeah, okay. I remember I was in Anchorage and this two guys were running. One guy was running towards his van, and there was this other man chasing him. And the guy that was being chased was telling the guy, saying, stop running, chasing me. In my van, I got a gun. And the guy kept on chasing him. He got to his van, pulled out a .22, and shot the guy in his hip. And the man fell to the ground. And maybe a couple of minutes later, the cops come, and the man that got shot, he was like, he took a knee. He didn't fall to the ground, but he just got stopped, and he took a knee. And the cop went to the man that was chasing him, and the cop asked him what was going on, and the man told him, and the cop said to the man, did he tell you that he has a gun? And the guy said, yeah. And the cop said, well, why did you keep on chasing him? And the guy said, blah, blah, blah. And then the cop said that he had a right to protect himself. So the guy that did the shooting, he got away. because he had every right to protect himself, and he was fearing for his life. That's why he was running, and he did tell the guy that he has a gun. Stop chasing me. And he got shot. And the cop called the ambulance, and he got taken away. And he called to see if there was any warrants out for him, because they were arguing about some girl, and one thing led to another. So yeah, I take heed when somebody says they got a gun or something's going to happen. Just pay attention. You never know, and you don't want to play somebody's bluff, because you never know what's going to happen. Did you have a pretty good weekend, Jerry?
Yeah, it was good, Kev. I actually sitting around and I did 7 videos from my previous trip. So I'll put them out.
You posted 7 videos? Or you
No,
edited?
I didn't post them. I just made them. I just made 7 videos while I was just sitting around this weekend, and little by little we'll get them out there.
Oh,
yeah, it was cool.
Cool. I talked to my buddy Ed. He's right now at his mom's house in northern Kentucky, and he's still got videos that he never posted.
Really?
Like from his trip, his adventures in Manila.
Wow, yeah, you should put them up. I mean, we're thinking about taking a trip maybe towards the end of the year in Manila, just for the Manila area, going back out there. So don't know.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, you know what I mean. When I was out in Manila, a while back, I didn't get into. I didn't have my YouTube channel, so I didn't really take much footage. And I think I do have some old footage that I took on a smartphone that I have to dig out. But we'll probably go out there, maybe make it a shorter trip and just hang out in Manila, mostly in the Manila area. Just hang out there. And yes, I'll be taking some jeepneys. I always take jeepneys, and when I get around,
no limousine.
Around Manila, not a problem, man. Jeepneys are cool. Some people have a hard time with jeepneys. I totally understand, but I don't have them issues, man.
Yeah.
I think Roger has a phobia with jeepneys. He said, I think something happened. But jeepneys and trikes. Where does Roger live?
I don't like a crowded jeepney.
Well, yeah. When it's real crowded, it kind of sucks. I mean, I take it honest. Sometimes I'll let a jeepney go by, 1 or 2, if it's crowded. Yeah. And I'll wait for the next one, because there's tons of jeepneys. I mean, especially if you're like in Manila, man. Fuck, they come every few minutes,
Oh yeah, there's constantly.
Hey, Roger. Nah, I'm not wasting money. Dude, I get some good deals on these plane tickets because I buy them way ahead of time. I buy them months and months in advance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to do.
You in Davao, Roger? They got, I've never been to Davao. They got a lot of jeepneys and trikes, or do they got a combination of both, or what's Davao like? I can't hear you, Kev.
I've never been there, but I think that's a pretty cool place. Dave and his crew is from there, and Dave says it sounds like he likes it over there.
Yeah, I've never been there. I don't know. Do they have jeepneys? Do they have trikes, or what is it there?
All of the above.
Oh, all of the above. Hey, Lost and Gag, what's up, brother?
What's up, Bound and Tortured?
Oh man. Wow, yeah, you know. Let's see what this guy says. Yeah, Jewish American expat, you got to go, brother. Yeah, you got to go. I'll put you on a timeout.
Who's that?
Yeah, Jewish American expat.
Why? What did he have to say?
Something stupid. And I usually don't block people unless they're really, really out of line.
All right.
That's all right. He'll be back.
Yeah, that shit was kind of uncalled for right there.
Whatever. You know, it's a troll, man. Trolls are trolls.
Fuck.
Trolls are trolls. Did you unblock all your trolls, Kev? All of them?
Not completely all of them, but I've quite a few of them I unblocked.
Because I think I watched one of your shows the other day. Man, it was Troll City in the chat.
Well, yes, last night I unblocked a lot of people, but not a couple of days ago.
Ah, okay. Hey, Michael V. Yeah, that's cool. Unless they get real stupid. Are you aware that John Doe has a talk show now? Doughboy.
I haven't had time. I haven't had time to check it out, but I'll check it out. I wouldn't mind. I always give everybody time to check it out and take a look at. So you guys take a look at John Doe's channel.
Yeah, we'll give him a little shout out. What the hell? He needs a few subscribers. Hey, Doughboy. I actually come in and I'll watch your chat. Don't worry. I'll be in the chat. I'll watch you. And you can even talk about me. I can be your content. That's cool.
Is he a foodie? A travel? What kind of what do you have, John?
I think he's confused on what he is. That's the problem. He's none of the above.
He knows what he is.
Does he?
What is?
I mean, he really had. I think he had one guest.
Philippines, right?
He already had a guest on. Oh, I see, Rod. Oh, the trikes are not allowed on the main drags.
Oh, okay.
And the trikes and jeepneys, but the jeepneys are allowed on the main drags, right, Roger? Was it jeepneys and taxis, basically? And then trikes, what are the trikes? Just on small roads? Side roads? Yeah, when I go to Dumaguete, there are very few jeepneys. It's all trikes, man. You got no choice.
Okay. Is that a pretty happening town?
Dumaguete? Yeah, I mean, it's a small town. Dumaguete is a small town. We're talking about it's a college town, maybe 100, 120,000 people, Kev. If you like small towns, yeah, it's cool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, big expat community, a lot of restaurants. If you're into that kind of stuff, yeah, it's cool. Some people, Dumaguete might be too small for them. They get bored. And again, it just depends what you're looking for.
Well, what does the expats do there? Why are they there? Is it like a lot of titty bars?
There's all kinds of stuff going on, man. You got colleges there, you got young women, you got pretty much everything. Restaurants, bars.
Hey, hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
I forget how long ago. Maybe it was been about 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago that that international magazine or whatever said Dumaguete was like one of the top destinations for retirement, and I think it kind of started exploding after that.
Yeah, I think it was rated in the top 5 or something like that, or something. I saw something like that.
I seen that also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That definitely helped. Yeah, it's growing. Let's put it that way. Uh, Again, still guys come and go. Keep that in mind. Some people come and hang out, and they run out of money or this or that. I mean, again, just it's not. A lot of people go to the Philippines, but how many of them? What is the percentage? The percentage is only about 15% that last over 5 years, or more. So
Huh. Because I lived in Bacolod for like a couple around I think around 2.5 years, and that was a pretty good city. A lot of nightlife if you like that kind of stuff. There was a lot of resorts around. There's golf around. Um, there's a lot of pretty good shopping malls around. I think there's around 3 or 4 major shopping malls. Everything's pretty close, clustered together.
yeah, again, there's a lot of stuff. There's a Robinson's Mall there. They're building all kinds of condos on the waterfront there, guys. So it's growing, definitely growing, Dumagetti.
Mm. So it really just depends on what your cup of tea is.
Yeah, it's more of even though there's a lot of stuff happening, it's kind of a quieter town. You know what I mean? It's not like bustling like Manila or Cebu or anything like that. It's not that same kind of nightlife. But again, I'm retiring. I'm not looking for a large city. I'm just looking for something small, smaller town, and then smaller city. But
And
there's a
and,
lot of
and your wife is from Cebu?
nah. She's from Ormoc. She's from Ormoc City. But
Oh, near Leti in the Vialis or what, I forgot how they pronounce it. In the Leti Peninsula.
Leyte, yeah, they're building all kinds of malls
Yeah.
in Ormoc City. Believe it or not. Yeah, they're really trying to build up Ormoc City. That's what's happening now. But again, we're not looking to live close to our family. That's not what we're looking to do, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what
I
I mean?
wouldn't I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. If you got family around, try to make it 3 or 4 hours away from where they live.
Yeah, or a couple islands away or whatever.
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier on you just because it takes time to get there.
Well, yeah, they won't just be popping up at your location.
Yeah, especially unannounced. It's okay
Yeah,
if they pop up, but just let them know, hey, give us like a day to get prepared.
right. Usually we don't really have too many issues for my wife's family. There might be one or two relatives that might hit me up with some money, and sometimes we give, sometimes we don't. Just depends if it's legit, and that's that. But some families, it could be a lot worse than that. Just depends on the
Well,
family.
but money is okay, like if it's like once in a great while. But if it's like every day, or if it's like a routine and you know why they're there, then that probably gets old.
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, I'm gonna have to get out of here because I got a few things to do. I'm calling from work, so I got some stuff I got to finish up on. But if I get my stuff done, I'll jump back on later on if you're still on. But if not, I'm just gonna listen to you guys. I'll be in the chat. All right.
All right, Jerry, I appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Take care, Lost, Freddie.
Take care, Jerry.
Everybody, have a good one.
Don't forget to say a goodbye to John Doe.
Well, no, I'm gonna be in a chat. I'll have a little chat with Doughboy. Don't worry, I'll be around.
Well, he's sensitive. I'm sensitive too, so
He's sensitive. I don't know. Yeah, he's cool. I won't put him on a timeout. You know what? I won't put him on a timeout unless he really gets out of control. But he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
John Doe doesn't get out of control too much.
Yeah, right. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, you guys. One thing after another. Like I said, it's nice just to have peace and order on my show. Try not to slam or talk too much smack. I don't like racial smack, so try to stay away from that part. Don't talk about somebody's family. That's always nice. Just try to have humorous smack. You know, just don't try to sabotage nobody, especially my channel. I mean, I appreciate everybody coming on and having a good time. Just you got to know your limit of having a good time. My door's open pretty much for everybody to have fun. We all like to have fun.
What happened to the Fives guy?
I think he had a jet, I believe. He works night, and he wasn't going to be on very long.
What a crazy story he has.
Yeah, you got to be careful about when you go there and who you see, because sometimes you think it's a good deal, you think you're gonna have a good relationship, or you think this is like a good timing to open up a business, but you don't know what the intent of the other person's gonna be. And what he just said, that he got poisoned and stuff for measly $400. So yeah, you got to be careful. And really, nobody really cares if I don't know if he pursued that lady for doing it and everything, and what's his evidence and everything. So like I said, that's a lot of legwork for the police to follow. Except if you're paying a lot of money, then of course they're gonna follow. As long as the green is still flowing. But if you don't got much green, then they don't. Nobody cares. I like Lachon. That'd be nice, buddy. Yeah. Just go there, have fun. But on the second time that you go there, then you could have better plans, and you have a better outlook on what you want to do. And then definitely on the third plan, then you really know what you want to do, and you could really start making plans for the future.
Well, still owning a business, in my view, is still a bad idea, since you can't own. Well, basically, you can't own it. You only have a small share.
Exactly. Yeah, business. You got to do a lot of homework. When I opened up my internet cafe, I did it blind, and I asked my business partner, which was my girlfriend, my internet girlfriend, what kind of competition do I have with my internet cafe? And she goes, "Oh, that I don't see nobody around." And when I got there, and I put my bags inside the building, and I turned around and I took a step outside, and I could see literally like four internet cafes that I could literally pick up a rock and hit. That's how close they were. And I don't know if this girl that showed me her boobs, if she had bad eyes or something, but she just misled me.
What year was that you had your internet cafe?
2000. 2001, I went there and opened it up.
Okay. I was looking around 2008, I think, and I was gonna do like a kind of like something like you did, internet cafe and a little store and stuff like that. But as soon as I found out I couldn't own the business, I gave up that dream real fast.
It was a good business. I had brand new computers, and everything was all brand new. But after the first couple of years, because we had power outages all the time, and then I had to go buy a generator, and then I had to buy when the power turns off, I had to buy a transformer for I could switch over to my generator for my place could get power, and then it would turn off when the power would come back on. I mean, I had to do a lot of extra things for my place. So I really wouldn't get a internet cafe, at least not a big one, maybe a small one, maybe 5 or 10 place, and then maybe get my pool tables did very well. There was no maintenance on the pool tables except my sticks and my tops, my tips of it, because they would always pop off. If they treated the sticks pretty well, they didn't drop them or bang them, then they wouldn't get whopped. Then it was good. My small cafe, I had 2 barbecues, and plus I had a lot of banana. I made banana cubes. That was real good. I had sweet potato cubes also. That was real good. And that was all next door to my billiard house. But see, my billiard house, my internet cafe, they were both connected, right? Like next door neighbors. My upstairs was also my girls' boarding house. So all this stuff was all connected. So, and it wasn't too far. It was walking distance to CPU. CPU is Central Philippine University. So I was kind of lucky that it wasn't that far from the university. So I got a lot of university students. The traffic was good. So that's why I had a boarding house upstairs, and it was all female boarding house. And that was quite nice. Yeah, we had breakfast, lunch, and we had dinner. And so our boarders, they would go downstairs and eat when they're leaving for school, and they would come like for lunch. They would also come back, and for dinner they would come back. So we made pretty good money. And then my cantina is next to my billiard house, and we had beer, some hard liquor, but mostly beer that they could drink and play pool. But the internet cafe, boy, we had so many brownouts that my electric, my power pack in my computers would always burn out. And so I would have to replace that. My motherboard would burn. I would have to replace that. So a lot of upkeep. And I wasn't savvy enough to do that. So I had to hire a maintenance guy to come in, and he would have to do all that stuff. So I had to pay him on a monthly basis. So yeah, you got to know what you're doing if you're going to open up a business. I'm not a computer maintenance, so I don't know how to service computers. So that costs a lot of money in the long run to service a computer. So yeah, if you're gonna open up a business, you got to know what you're doing, and then you don't have to hire people outside to take care of your business. So that's some of the stuff that I learned. But I had to open up my own place for I could learn what the ins and outs. So I had to learn the hard way about open up a business in a foreign country. Yeah. Or easily. Yeah, I had 5-room boarding house upstairs, and I had bunk beds, and I would charge pretty much what Rogers said, but I had 2 beds, so it was 2 girls per room, and that's pretty much the same price that I would charge. But mine, I included water, bathroom, utilities, and electricity, and they could use the internet for free. Like if they had their own Wi-Fi, if they had their own computer and stuff, they could hop on with the Wi-Fi for nothing. So yeah, open up a boarding house. That's some pretty good money. So that's not too bad. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, if you open up a small business, it's okay to try. Sometimes it's a real good, and but sometimes it's a hit and miss. Normally, it's good if you got like a husband and wife, then it's good. But if you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, and you jump into it without knowing her, then yeah, then it's a little bit more of a hit and a lot of misses. What kind of like baseball? Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, you got to know that you got to walk away. I lost it. I lost mine in around 3.5 years. I lost it. Yeah. I got a lot of memories about about my businesses. And if I made my mind, I can say what if, because I did learn from my mistakes. So you all gotta be careful about how deep you want to get in. But if the waters look good and you can see, but if the water looks murky, you gotta just take it easy and live there first for a little bit. Like I said, when I went there, I went all balls in, and I wasn't familiar with nothing. I'd never been to Iloilo before, and I only been to Manila in all my ventures and outside of Manila, but I never been to another island, and Iloilo was my first time. And yeah, I was naive, so don't follow don't go there with blinders on. You got to take off your blinders and little bit like what John Doe says. You just gotta like be a little bit more smarter and do things. Take your time. Because there's always somebody smarter than you. That's something that's kind of hard to swallow. But yeah, there's a lot of people street smarter than you and business smarter than you. And even though you might be very educated person, I understand that. But when they get their claws into you and they see that you're not very smart on a lot of things, and they could pull the wool over your eyes and pull out the good perfume and wear nice lingerie, you think you're in heaven. Really like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Well, I had that. So you got I was the sucker. So I'm laughing now because I survived the Philippines. I survived a bad business venture. I survived 13 years being in the Philippines, and I survived being almost killed by a machete attack. So yeah, I can laugh because I survived in multiple ventures, but not many people can do this what I did. So I'm not bragging or nothing, but yeah, I did survive the Philippines, but I would go back in a moment. I kid you not, because I do know what to look at. I know what's behind me, because you got to experience. Sad to say, you got to experience the bad with the good, for you can appreciate where you're going. Because a lot of people go, yeah, this is a good place, blah, blah, blah. But, there's, for every city that you go to all over the world, there's always going to be a gray part of the city. So you just got to be careful where you go, what you do, how much cash you flash. Lost Nomad, you've been around for a little bit. What do you got to say?
I don't know, not much, Kevin. I'm working at the same time here while I'm listening to you.
That's okay.
No, just earlier when the fives got on, I was just interested. You every so often you hear those horror stories about how some guy got screwed over. I mean, someone tried to kill him. Rat poison. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Or you could just lose it, just like that one guy in Bacolod, that German man. He jumped off the parking garage over at Robinson's, or was it SM? And he committed suicide.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
This was quite a while ago, maybe a year and a half ago.
That's crazy. Yeah. I'm eventually gonna be moving to Colombia, and I got the mindset if things go awry, I just get the hell out of there. I'm not going to try to stick it out and suffer or whatever. I'm just going to jump on a plane and go the hell back to the States.
Yeah, I kind of I toughed it out because for pride, I didn't want to go back to the US, and everybody would go, "See, I told you." And I didn't want my bosses to look at me and shake their head and go, "See, Kevin." So that part I wanted to avoid. My friends, they would all like, "Oh, what happened?" And my parents, I was kind of embarrassed on, like leaving and not, it was just kind of like I didn't want to be in the, like, walk around with my head and my tail between my legs. That's pretty much.
Lucky. I was lucky that one of the guys I mainly traveled with, we kind of told each other, if we see one of us screwing up or things ain't going well, because, we traveled a lot together, and we're like, we need to tell each other, like, we need to go. And then, of course, I got support of friends and family. They would, if something did go awry, there's enough of my friends who said, something happened, yeah, you call me, you come stay here, or, whatever, I'll pick up the airport, whatever it might be. So I wouldn't have felt bad. Luckily, nothing really happened to me that way, but, I knew I had the support, so that kind of helped.
Yeah. Yeah, that is nice when you have a somebody that you could fall back on, and just like a buddy system. So that part is pretty cool. Yeah. Wherever you go, whatever you do, there's always going to be somebody that, that's a couple of steps ahead of you. Just go there with have an open mind, have a good time, and just, sit back and relax and enjoy, but be on defense. Don't let your guard down. Because there is somebody smarter than you, believe it or not. I mean, Filipino, Pakistani, Brit, there's somebody that wants something a little bit more than you. Yeah, it's okay though. Live and learn. All right, you guys, that's pretty much my take for today. We had a pretty real good show. Hey, those guys on Riff Raff Radio, not the speakers, but some of the audience, they said that some people said I have a great show, but I fizzled out. That's pretty good criticism. I kind of appreciate that a little bit. And hey, Brown expat. Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, I'll give you a little criticism on that. Yeah, I think your shows, you haven't been as structured maybe as you used to be. Like, you used to come on like a certain hour, like every week or something. I don't recall, and then you always kind of had a topic. I think you've lost it a little bit, just kind of doing random topics, I guess, or no topics. Yeah. Or so maybe if have a pop-up show and have random stuff. But I think if you schedule it again, I think that might help you out.
Yeah. Yeah, that you're that's pretty good. That's pretty right. Sometimes you lose track of things. But, that's why it's nice to have people, that have your back and give you some kind of support. So, yeah, I appreciate that. And I appreciate the people that was talking about me on their show and on Bama's show today. Those people that I didn't really know who they were, but they were giving me some pretty good jokes and stuff. So they know who I am. I didn't know who they were, but they know who I am. So that's okay. Uncle Fester. I've been called a lot worse. So yeah, you guys have a good week. I'll talk to you a little bit
All right,
better.
Kev, you have a good buddy. Thanks for having me on the show. I enjoy as always, brother.
Oh yeah, bro. I'll talk to you later on. You guys be
All right.
safe. Be smart. Be safe. Be happy. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, there's always going to be an ass, so one way or another. All right, you guys. I'm out of here. You guys be good. Be safe. Bye. All right, buddy.